Happy Tuesday, everyone. This is Mrs. Dobbs. So I'm very excited. This is one of my favorite lessons to teach at the beginning of the year. We're going to continue where we left off yesterday with theme, but we're going to work with a more complex story. It's a story that's actually very near and dear to my heart. I have a tattoo of this story. It's the first tattoo I ever got. It's on my left-hand wrist, and I actually got it right before I started teaching. It's a reminder of why I teach, why I come to school each day, and what I hope to do for all of you. So we're going to play kind of a little game. So I'm going to walk you through this story, give you a couple of pointers how to recognize the symbolism used and how the symbolism can help get you towards the theme. And I want to see if on your own, if you can not only get the theme of the story, but the theme of my tattoo and the theme of why I teach. So to start, let's go ahead and click on modules. And this module is titled 9/1/2020 Tuesday session. We are officially in September, and we're going to click where it says, what is the theme or the message of the tale of the three brothers? So our learning target today is I can define and identify the theme or the message and possibly symbols used within the tale of the three brothers, also known as the Deathly Hallows. Our essential question is, what is theme and why is it important for me to understand as a reader? How do symbols in the story give clues to the theme or the message? So if you read what is written for you in this part of the module in Canvas, it says you're going to use the lesson slides to complete today's module. After you've gone through slides 1 through 5, you're going to watch this read aloud. It's called The Tale of the Three Brothers. And then you're going to use slides 5 through 7 to respond to today's writing prompt. Today's writing prompt is going to be a little different than what we've done in the past. So you'll hit that red Submit Assignment button. You'll respond to these questions. There are 3 symbols used within the story. The Elder Wand, you're going to tell me, what does it symbolize? What could it represent? The Resurrection Stone, what does it symbolize or represent? And the Cloak of Invisibility, what does it symbolize? What does it represent? And then looking at all 3 of those, what you write, I want you to tell me a possible theme or message this story could be trying to tell you. Okay? Once you submit your response, make sure you're writing in complete sentences. Then you'll actually be given the option you will review a classmate's response. So you'll actually get to go in, review what they're writing. I want you to build off of what each other is saying, keep it professional, respectful, and kind, but be sure to ask some questions. Maybe you think they could go a little bit deeper with their symbolism or their theme. Maybe they've kind of goofed on theme because it's still so new to us this year, and they're telling you more of a plot or a summary. Maybe you could just say in a very kind way, hey, this is more of a plot, this is more of a summary. Could you tell me the universal message? Could you leave out all the plot and just tell me what's the lesson we could take away from this? Or hey, do you think that maybe the Elder Wand could symbolize this? So have a lot of fun with that, okay? And then once you've submitted that portion, your assignment for today, then you're going to pick back up your fiction book. You have the entire day to try and squeeze in 30 minutes or more, start a new page in that digital notebook, and try to do 4 to 5 new posts or jots, okay? So let's go ahead and head over to our slides that we're using for today. I'm going to be a little patient because mine hasn't loaded yet, and sometimes this will happen for you too. It's because we're all sharing these slides. So if this ever happens to you, just be patient. They will load. Notice I'm not clicking 1,000 things on my poor Chromebook because that would just slow it down even more. Okay, so a couple of things you're going to need for today. You're going to need this module. You'll need these slides that we have pulled up now. You'll need your digital notebook and your book. Today's learning target, just a refresher, I can define and identify the theme or the message and possibly symbols used within the tale of the three brothers. Essential questions to ask yourself: what is theme and why is it important for me to understand as a reader? How do symbols in the story give clues to the theme or the message? Our quote of the day comes from none other than J.K. Rowling from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. We teachers are rather good at magic, you know. So today I want to teach you that theme is the message or the lesson about life the author wants the readers to understand. This should sound familiar. It's the same teaching point from yesterday. We're going to build on it because theme is such a big skill to master, so we're going to practice it. So today I'm going to build off of what we talked about yesterday. I also want to teach you that authors use symbols to stand for important ideas in a text. Symbolism allows authors to communicate ideas beyond what is explicitly in the text. So you might see a symbol and you're not just going to take it for face value. You're going to think about the deeper meaning behind it. So one of my favorite books it's very old school, but it's awesome, To Kill a Mockingbird. The mockingbird is a literal bird, but it also represents a deeper meaning within the text. So we want to think about that. What is the symbolism of the mockingbird? Sometimes a symbol can have more than one meaning and or the meaning changes throughout the text. Symbolism can be found in illustrations. Symbols equal clues to the message or the theme the author is trying to pass on to the reader. So think of it like a detective game for any of my true crime fans out there. These little clues, these symbols, it's like the little clues the author's trying to pass along the page or through the screen to you. And they're trying to let you know, hey, this is the lesson I really want you to take away from this story. So here are some examples of symbols used in Disney movies. So the lamp in Aladdin. The lamp, it not only is the actual home of the genie, but thinking deeper, it represents light, wisdom, good works, and a gateway to another place. So you see how I'm looking at it deeper? What's the meaning of it? The rose in Beauty and the Beast, not only is it, this gloomy, doomy countdown for the beast's life left, but also it represents the fragile nature of life and the beast's need to change or blossom from his previous life of greed and vanity. Scar's scar, that's hard to say fast, Scar in The Lion King, it is an actual scar that he got from a wound he received, but it also represents this ego that he has, and it's become so large, so great, that it's now dangerous. Now, all of these symbols are not our theme, right? They're not the lesson learned, but we can use these as stepping stones to get us towards the theme. So if you're being a good detective while you're reading and you're picking up on these themes in your books, you will be able to piece together the lesson the author is wanting you to take away. So we want to always be alert to symbols, which brings me to my very favorite story, The Tale of the Three Brothers. So there are three symbols used in this story. You are going to write them down. It actually, I kind of just changed this up on the fly. We're not going to do a discussion board. We're going to do in the Canvas assignment. So I'm just going to write assignment just so it doesn't confuse you guys. And I want you to tell me the possible meanings next to them. And I've actually put it in the instructions so you could just copy and paste it, okay? And when I'm saying that, guys, this is what I mean. So right here, this is an actual assignment. So right down here, I already put it for you, the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, the Cloak of Invisibility, a possible theme. You could just copy and paste this. And when you hit the red Submit Assignment button, you could just paste that in and then continue filling it out, okay? Let's work harder, or no, let's work smarter, not harder. Let's not work harder. Let's work smarter, not harder. Okay. So what you're going to do while you're watching this, I want you to jot down, what do you think each of the three symbols means? Okay. So you're going to see the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. So the line, the circle, and the triangle. Okay. What are some possible meanings for each one, each symbol? And then based off of those, whatever notes you took for the symbols, you're going to create a possible theme, message, lesson from the story. Okay, remember, this was my inspiration for becoming a teacher. I got this tattoo right before I started teaching, And it's purposely on my wrist because I like the reminder. It's something I strive to do for you guys each day. I want to see if you can kind of figure it out. Now, I will tell you, like any story, this story has multiple themes, multiple lessons you could take away from it. So just if you don't get my theme that I took away from it, that's okay. We can have totally different ones and they can still work, okay? Just remember, we're not including any parts of the plot. This isn't a summary, it's a lesson we could take away from it, okay? Once you have done this in Canvas, you'll submit and then you'll actually get to review another classmate's response, okay? So I'm actually not going to play the video for you. The video is in slide 6 for today's lesson. You can just hit play. It's also embedded within Canvas. So it's right there. You can hit play from there. So you'll watch it. After you finish watching it, then you in Canvas, you're going to use slides 5 through 7. You're going to respond to today's writing prompt. So you're going to hit that red submit assignment button and you're going to just respond to these questions. What do you think the elder one represented? What did it symbolize? What did the resurrection stone symbolize? Think deeper, okay? Not just the actual object. What does it represent? What's the meaning behind it? What could it stand for? The cloak of invisibility, what could it symbolize? And then based off of what you wrote down for these 3, what do you think is a possible theme, a message, lesson learned from this story? And then you'll submit. Once you've submitted your response, you'll review a classmate's response, build off of what he or she has said, ask them some questions. Maybe they are telling you more of a summary. Ask them to actually give you a theme, so a lesson learned. Maybe you want to know more about what they think the resurrection stone symbolizes. Kind of build off that, get them to respond more, okay? This is where we really help each other grow and we learn from each other. And then after you've submitted that, then you're going to go to our reading goal for today. So you're going to read 30 minutes. You're going to start a new page in that notebook and you're going to do 4 to 5 jots of your own, okay? And then I'm just going to show you this really quick. So this will just walk you through your writing prompt. If you're a visual person like me, you can just look at slide 7. And then slide 8 is just walking you through your assignment for today and tonight. Okay, please keep in mind that the 30 minutes does not have to be in one setting. You can split it up throughout the day. As always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me either in the announcement posted today or you can email me at dobsin@cfbisd.edu. And then tomorrow at the beginning of class, we will actually see if you got the theme, the lesson learned that inspired my tattoo. So we'll compare our answers tomorrow. So be ready for that. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. And if you need anything, please just let me know. Happy reading, everyone.